Hello friends, good morning. Today I want to tell you regarding for ISO 9001 2015 about QMS requirements. So in the QMS requirement, scope, first you need to understand the scope. In the scope, how much it is important, and in the scope, what need to be right and what need to be included in scope. Okay, so if I will say regarding for scope, so as per ISO, it specifies the requirement for a quality management system. It need to be the demonstrates its ability to consistently provide product and services that meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirement. So this is the first line which you need to be understand. Okay. Second is the aim to enhance the customer satisfaction through the effective applications of the system, including the process for improvement of the system and assurance of conformity to customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirement. So in the scope, it should be the aim enhance the customer satisfaction. Okay. All the requirement of this international standard are generic and or intended to be applicable to any organizations regardless of its type, size and product and services it's provide. In this standard, you hear about that where terms come product or services only apply to product and services intended for required by a customer. Second, you heard about statutory and regulatory requirement. What does mean? It means it express a legal requirement. So where this come? So you must be know they are asking for the legal requirement. Okay, and first product and services only apply for the product and services intended for the required by a customer. So this is the very important. Okay, second is the normative references. So in the normative references, you are taking your fundamentals and vocabulary. You will refer to your ISO 9000 for your fundamentals and vocabulary for QMS. Okay. Third clause is your terms and definitions. Fourth clause is the same for the context and organization. So we have a subclause 4.1, understanding the organization and its context. 4.2 is subclause is the understanding the need and expectation of its interested parties. 4.3 is the determining the scope of quality management system. 4.4 is like quality management system and its process. Now 5 clause is the leadership, and under the 5 there is a subclause 5.1 that is the leadership and commitment. 5.1.2 is your customer focus. This clause is the focus for the customer. 5.2 is the policy. So under the policy they have 3 subclause. 5.2.1 that is the establish the quality policy. 5.2.2 communicating the quality policy, and 5.3 is the organization role, responsibility and authorities. Now clause number 6 is the planning, and they have in the 6th clause they have a 3 subclause. 6.1 is the same for action to address the risk and opportunity. 6.2 is the same quality objective and planning to achieve them, how you are going to achieve, and 6.3 is the planning of changes. Okay. 7th clause is the support. In the support they have subclause 7.1 is the resources. So in the resources they have another subclass 7.1.1 is the general, 7.1.2 is the people, 7.1.3 is the infrastructure, 7.1.4 environment for the organization of process, 7.1.5 is the monitoring and measuring resources, and 7.1.5.2 is the measurement traceability, and 7.1.6 is the organization knowledge. Now 7.2 is the competence. 7.2 is the competence. 7.3 is your awareness. 7.4 is your communication, and 7.5 is the documented information. 7.5 documented informations, they have a subclause for 7.5.1 is the general, 7.5.2 is the creating and updating, 7.5.3 is the control of documented informations. Now clause number 8, it comes under the operation. They have a subclause 8.1, operation, planning and control, and 8.2 is the requirement for products and services. 8.2.1 is the customer communication. 8.2.2 determining the requirement for product and services. 8.2.3 the review of requirement for product and services. 8.2.3.1 there is a subclause regarding for these organizations how it should be the requirement to get. And 8.2.4 changes of requirement for product and services. 8.3 they are emphasizing for the design and development of product and services. 8.3.1 is the general. 8.3.2 design and development planning, and 8.3.3 design and development inputs, and 8.3.4 is the design and development control. 8.3.5 is covering for the design and development output, and 8.3.6 is the design and development changes. 8.4 is the control of externally provided process and product and services. So under this 8.4 there is a subclause. 8.4.1 is the general, 8.4.2 type and extent of control, and 8.4.3 information for external provide. 8.5 that is the product and services provision. Under this we have 8.5.1 control of production and services provision, and 8.5.2 identifications and traceability, and 8.5.3 property belonging to customer or external provider. 8.5.4 is the emphasizing for the preservations. 8.5.5 post delivery activity, and 8.5.6 is the control of changes, and 8.6 release of product and services. 8.7 they are emphasizing for control of non-conformity outputs, and 9 is the performance evaluations, monitoring, measurement, analysis and evaluations. This will come under the 9.1.2 customer satisfactions, and 9.1.3 analysis and evaluation, and 9.2 comes under the internal audits. 9.3 is the management review. Then 9.3.1 your general, 9.3.2 management review inputs and management review outputs. 10 is the improvement. This is your 10. 10.2 1 is the general, second is the non-conformity and corrective actions, and 10.3 is the continual improvement. So these are the total clauses and subclauses, and it is the very important for ISO 9001:2015, because you must be know each clause, each subclauses. Why I repeat this one? Because you must be know when you are doing the activity, you are doing the audits and implementing your systems. So you must be know which clause is the important, which clause you need to be the see during on the implementation of your quality management system, or when you are doing the audits in the company, or so internal audit or external audit or third party audit. So you must be know and thorough about the QMS and all these clauses and subclauses. Okay guys, so thank you very much.